Hello and welcome to part 3 of my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online with the TOS era Federation. We are going to go and investigate the Deep Space K-13, which is near Klingon Space, and the Empire and the Starfleet Command. Suspect foul play from the Klingons.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways fast.
Okay, so we can't not accept the mission, so we accept the mission.
You are now in sector space. Here ships travel at warp speed between systems. Combat does not take place in sector space.
So let's go. Technically we're still in the tutorial, so until we leave the 21st century, if we leave the 21st century, that is. If we leave the 21st century. This would be a very, very short part, a very full series if this did. Anyway, we'll worry about that when we come to it. So let's go to Deep Space K-13, and that's why I'm still stuck in this, the Pioneer class. Not too bad to be stuck in it. It's a nice little ship. Plus it's TOS era. I would use the Enterprise. I could use the Enterprise, but the it can't fit cannons. It would just look silly. So head into the Devera system. There is Deep Space K-13, and let's begin Painful Omens. We arrived near Deep Space K-13, Captain. This is odd. I'm not picking up any con traffic, no signals, nothing at all from K-13 or any other ships in the system. Scan for the signs of enemy ships or activity. Sensors aren't detecting any enemy vessels or warp signatures. No signs of combat either. This is peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of it. Yellow alert. Prepare for approach. So we've got a Pioneer class frigate in the USS Mirador. Wait, they're attacking us? All ships disabled, Captain. Strange. Why did they attack us? Captain, those were Starfleet ships assigned to patrol this sector. I don't think that this was a war game or training sim. Their weapons were at full power. See if you can raise any of the ships. Use all channels, try it, whatever it takes to get through.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! Ah! This station came from the station! Ah!
Who? Who's taking control? What's happening over there? Message from Starfleet Command, Captain. We're to investigate the situation immediately. Captain Doherty mentioned the station. Bring us close enough to scan K-13. No signs of combat on board the station, Captain. No hostile life form readings either. Everything's quiet. Sensors are picking up a number of life signs over there, but I'm not reading any unusual activity. From all of the station systems seem to be functioning normally. I think we should beam over and have a look. Have a landing party and meet me in a transporter room. So we're taking Tashi and Scovin. Let's find out what's going on over there. No signs of fire. Lights have been dimmed. It looks like a sick base operational. Over to the right. Those blast points are well on the wall are from phaser fire. There was a fight, but from whom? No sign of Klingon or Romulan fire, just Federation. I have a bad feeling about this. Star Wars reference. Look to the medical officer through the window.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected with what exactly?
Neural parasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected, the better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, as you can see, we're friendly, Ensign.
To Met. And while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
A logical precaution, Ensign. Scan away.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Tell me more about them. I want to know what we're dealing with.
They are a life form that propagates by infiltrating the nervous system of a host creature. Through this neural link, they can compel their host to obey their bidding. They can also inflict extreme pain upon the host at will, and do so to discourage attempts at resistance. While effective, this punishment can lead to permanent neurological damage or death. At this time, most of the station personnel have become infected. While there is a possibility of uninfected survivors, I must warn that it is remote.
I see. Any recommendations, Ensign?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
I see.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
I'll take any edge I can get. In the meantime, let's see if we can find anyone else via the comm system. Static. This is Lieutenant Sean of the USS Clemson. Is anyone on the station able to respond?
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then? Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neural parasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
So I see. We're safe in up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood, Scotty. We'll make our way to you. Sean out.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Excellent engineering. Ensign, you're with us. Let's gear up and head to engineering. So we got some armour, Type 2 phaser and a Mark 1 phaser. So let's give Scavin the armour, Tarsi the armour. I will take the Type 2 phaser. she can have the type 1. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is from an episode of the original series where Connie and I was basically overrun by a parasite, and they connected to the back, and I think Spock got infected, and they ended up blinding him, and
we may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
if I vaporise him.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Fascinating indeed. Let's keep going. Temporal. Temporal. Well, yeah, as I was saying, it's an episode of the original series, and they're affected by light, and I think Captain Kirk's brother is in that episode, and I think he dies.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet medical database.
Let's not keep him waiting then.
Hi there. It's good to see a friendly face.
Sorry, Scotty, I just saw you. Hello, sir.
There you are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
Is that so, Timet?
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ensign.
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Glad you're with us, Scotty. Lead the way.
Equip a kit to gain new ground combat abilities.
Yeah,
Aye, this is one of the broken relays, right here.
already got that, but I got the 25th century version.
Just a few more to go. Alright, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Scott. So basically they're going to attack us if we're in dark areas. So think horror movie.
Remember, the parasites like the dark. We devils that they are. I'll have this fixed up straight away.
Don't like the sound of that scream I just heard, Scotty.
Take care of that. No trouble at all. This one just needs new fuses. There we are. Good as new.
I hate this place. This reality. Scott. Hello. Hey, Scott. Right, come on. God's sake.
Now this may be a bit tricky. Just a wee bit longer.
No, take your time.
There we are now. It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Alright, Sky, stay safe. To the command deck. Defeat the base commander. Sir?
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
Who the hell are they? Yeah, just like the episode. Burn ya bitches.
The parasites, they're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
Who the hell are you? Federation vermin? Who are you calling Federation vermin? Who the hell are you people? Who the hell are they?
Need to talk.
Now's not the time, Hunter.
Actually, the name's Daniels.
What?
This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far, just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Daniels? We can return to the ship on your orders. Let's get back. So, Hunter's Daniels? Sarnix. Okay. The Ptolemy is holding the Nakul off while we rescue the other ships, but that won't last very long. K-13's handing us, Captain. On screen.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
Thanks, Guy.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
Not kidding, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on?
Your crew was taken over by neuroparasites. We defeated them. Now we need your help fighting this alien ship.
Parasites? What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Acknowledged.
Something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed. They have some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ion was disrupted.
Isn't that cool? Things are all getting spooky now. Daniels. What the hell is that?
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. We do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate immediately.
Acknowledged. Everyone back to the station.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the void, I picked up distress signals from inside the station. Damn, we missed some people. They're gone.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Let's hope so, Scotty. Let's hope so.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thanks, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood. We'll talk soon, Daniels, and I'm going to need more answers. Systems scans clear, Captain. Looks like everything is getting back to normal. We can lead a system on your order. Right, speak to the Admiral. He's not going to be happy.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board. But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
You have a new captain power available in your radio menu. Press the L2 button to show all your powers. Use the left stick to navigate this radio menu. Press the L3 button to set your quick power and update the default captain power to use. Press the right trigger to activate a power directly from this radio menu.
We have a problem at Babel. I have some new orders.
Yeah, we'll worry about return to Babel in the next part. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in part 4, Return to Babel. Live long and prosper, and stay frosty.